thank everybody who are subscribed. Hey guys, hope everyone is doing well. I have taken some time to think about this video because recently I was out shopping for an SUV with a friend, and all I saw were a lot of ads for the new Ford F-150 Lightning.
It's got a targeted 775 pound-feet of torque. It's targeted to go from 0 to 60 in the mid-4-second range. It's a driving experience that's pure, unfiltered exhilaration.
And obviously, I went down a rabbit hole and started looking into doing some research for the F-150. And this is a guy, this is me, who have never thought about driving a pickup truck. I know my neighbors have big F-150s, 250s. In fact, some even have 350s that are used for towing boats. And then, of course, many have talked about the Cybertruck.
Can tow up to 14,000 pounds and go from 0 to 60 in about 2.9 seconds.
Today, I want to talk a little more about how these products, the F-150 Lightning that will be coming out, along with the Cybertruck, will play a role in both Ford stocks, and also if you're investing or looking to invest in Tesla, what you can do to understand how these two products will help you grow your money for the future. Now, before I start, I just want to give a quick shout out. A thank you to all of our subscribers. Thank you for hanging in there with me. It's been a busy couple of weeks and my upload schedule has just been a little more erratic. I was hoping to get this out yesterday, but some final edits needed to take place, so we're posting this week. If you're here for the first time and you're watching this video, this is the channel that I am going to devote to helping you grow your money, starting from something that's really small and helping you grow this into something really big for the future. Consider subscribing to the channel if this content is something that you find useful. Now, let's get into today's video about how you can invest in Tesla and Ford and what you can do to take advantage of this new boom of electrification and the new generation of electric vehicles that will be coming to the market. I do want to start off by saying that going back over a year ago, during the big March drop in 2020, I did invest in Ford when it was $5 along with GE. Ford I did sell later on for some profit, but I also have hung on to GE. Tesla has also been doing extremely well. If you look at the 1-year chart, Ford has made a tremendous comeback in the last 3 months. And I'm gonna go over some of these quick charts with you so that you have some idea of how these stocks are behaving, some of the profitability ratios, and I'm gonna do some calculations for you on which stock I think, based on some really smart analysts out there and what their price predictions are and what the return on your investment will look like over the next 12 months. Let's start with some of the history between the two companies. Going back to 2019 when Elon Musk unveiled the Cybertruck, there was also some bad blood that was starting to come about when Elon posted this video. This is a video of the Cybertruck hauling a F-150 up the hill. Now, this is some spectacular type of marketing. And even got Neil deGrasse involved in this conversation because he actually went about to talk about how torque plays a role and all this. But nonetheless, it played a tremendous role in the marketing of Cybertruck. Now, I have a lot of friends who are big Tesla fans. In fact, they own not only one, but some own two, and are even possibly getting a third vehicle for their kids who are learning how to drive. And as a part of that, some have asked me, would I consider driving the Tesla Cybertruck? And I would say no. To me, it is a demon looking type of vehicle. I just cannot imagine myself driving a vehicle like that. It is a matter of taste and preference, and I would say that if I were to ever drive a pickup truck, I would go with something that is more classic looking, that would look like the F-150. I just cannot imagine myself rolling into the parking lot of Publix to pick up my ice cream in a Cybertruck. Whereas F-150s, they are everywhere and I can blend in with this vehicle. And you can see, starting with some of the marketing for the F-150 Lightning, that it puts some words of this past conflict of the bad blood between Tesla and Ford in what they are saying. Take a look.
Oh, and it's an F-150. Introducing the all-electric F-150 Lightning, the smartest, most innovative F-150 we've ever built. Iconic F-150 capability meets advanced technology.
I'm a guy who's probably driven a pickup truck, I can count them, a handful of times to get a refrigerator, sofa, a couch, moving compost, and also home building stuff. And of all those times, I never thought of myself being in one of those. But after watching this clip, I thought to myself, hey, I do camping, I like to be outdoors, and the special thing that I love, which really resonated with me, was about the fact that I live in a state with lots of hurricanes and that this baby can actually power my home for 2 to 3 days. Now, I do have a generator, but it is so much easier to just have this car that can power my house. And what got me was the fact that it is so simple, or it looks like it's really simple to use. And I think that will resonate a lot with owners who already have F-150s, who do want to be a part of a cleaner environment and part of the electrification phase of the next 15, 20 years. And I think they will want to own one of these F-150s. I want to get into the profitability and the stock of both of these companies. I'm going to do it on basis of 3 rounds of comparison. The first round, it's going to be basically on the uptake of the market. Now, granted, there is nobody that is going to advertise like Elon Musk. So you can see after Cybertruck, even when they messed up the unveiling with those balls and breaking the glass that supposedly was going to not break, there were 200,000 pre-orders. For Ford, it was a good unveiling, but nowhere was it close to the 200,000 units that was pre-registered. Who takes this round for interest? It's going to be Tesla. There is a certain aura about owning a Tesla that people want to be a part of. Round 2, we're going to talk about profitability. The measurement that we're going to use in terms of profitability is the price to earning ratio. And really what I'm looking for is, if I were buying one of these companies, which one is a better deal? If you take a look at these 2 charts side by side, Ford has a price earning ratio that's anywhere between 15 to 16 based on how their price is behaving. Ford is currently trading around $15.50 as of the first week of June. At the same time, Tesla is trading about $600 a share and has a PE ratio of close to 600. That is some astronomical PEs that Tesla can control. Ford just doesn't have that because it is just considered a traditional automotive company, even though it does have a lot of investments within the EV space. If I were a value guy, which I am, I would take Ford in this round because there's just more upside based on that. And I'm gonna show you 2 things in terms of calculation after we go through number 3. If we look at all the other items that make up the revenue and what other investments both of these companies are making, you can take a look. Tesla has solar. It has an energy company that's integrated within the quote-unquote Tesla brand. Is this integrated solar profitable at this point? Not quite. But is it experiencing revenue growth? Yes, it is. So sooner or later, if they can control costs, Tesla will be profitable in terms of its solar business. Ford, which is a traditional automotive company, also has a finance arm. Is the finance arm experiencing great growth? Not really. But is it profitable? Heck yes. So you have to consider that when you're looking at revenue and also how the makeup of these profitability metrics. So in this case, I would say it's a tie, because if you are looking for something that will give you dividends, Ford does that. If you're looking for high growth, Ford may not be able to do that, even though it will be growing as it is remaking itself into an EV company. And they did say by 2030, all of their cars within Europe should be all EV. Lastly, I want to share with you 2 reports from Morgan Stanley. Now, these guys are a lot smarter than I am. I do read the reports to get a better understanding of the market. And this is what they have, and I'm going to talk about price targets in the next 12 months. For Ford, they believe that on the bullish upside, Ford is going to be $23 a share. So if we do some math, 23 minus the current price of say $15.50, we can do the math here, and we're getting about a 48%, close to 50% return on our money if we're buying per share. Then if we look at Tesla, currently Tesla is just trading at 600. Their upside goal for Tesla is $900 a share. That's easy math. 900 minus 600, we got 300, and then that is 50%. Believe it or not, they're both at 50% upside for the next 12 months. So in this case, it's very interesting. What should you do? And this is my recommendation. I would buy Ford on a dip. If you can get it under 15, start cost averaging down and get some into your portfolio, because the price per share is low enough that you can start buying a lot of Ford shares. On the other hand, for Tesla, you should take a look into buying into ETFs, electronic traded funds. And one of the things I did a while back was about how to buy Tesla stocks for cheap, and that is by buying ETFs such as Drive, DRIV. You can buy HAIL, HAIL, or you can buy IDRV. There's a whole number, but those are 3 that I purchased into. So one key thing is about diversification. If you buy into the ETFs, you can see that most of these are also invested in Alphabet, Nvidia, all the other companies that are part of, whether it's autonomous or self-driving cars for the future. So you are getting that extra layer of diversification by buying into these ETFs and getting your exposure into Tesla. That would be my recommendation at this point. Buy Ford and also buy some Tesla so that you have exposure to a company that has 100 years of history, that is remaking itself for the next generation of electric vehicles and the whole electrification process, along with a company that is run by a guy that the world reveres and believes is really a Tony Stark in many ways. So you can benefit from both investments, and this will help you in taking a look at how these 2 vehicles and for these 2 companies will shape the whole EV market. And I will say that this will be a game changer in the next year or 2 once these vehicles start rolling out and adding to the profitability of the bottom lines of these companies. I hope this has helped you in just understanding some of these companies. And if you found this video helpful, please give me a thumbs up, would love that, and consider subscribing to the channel. And until the next time, I hope you have a great day and happy hustling towards your dreams. And I'll see you soon. Take care.